All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Jujutsu Kaisen, Season 1, Episode 3. All right, we have our full, it feels like intro bit for the world kind of gone through here. Gojo has given Yuji plenty of info just about the world as is. A lot also about Sukuna, so he knows kind of what he's getting into a little bit, so that our main character can have his motivation really ironed out and his resolve is prepared for when just bigger
Things
shit
get
happens.
Crazy and very difficult and dark and twisted and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But we're going to be meeting the next main character,
right?
The
third first
our
year.
red-haired girl for the trio of strawberry blonde, black-haired stick in the mud, and then red-haired girl. So we're hitting all the
beats.
All the beats. Yep.
Yes.
Exactly. But looking forward to seeing maybe more students in general. Since they'll be the only first years.
Right. Who are the second and third years?
Right.
Yeah.
So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Saori-chan.
Ah.
私来たよ.
Who's she talking to?
Yeah. I can tell. She's a country girl. Yep. She's like never been in the big city before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
制服間に合ったんだね。おお。
あ。
だし。でも不思議な微妙に違えんだな。パーカーついてるし。制服が希望があればいろいろいじってもらえるからね。俺そんな希望出してね。
But I did.
Yeah.
僕が買ったの頼んだんだ。
Of course.
気をつけろ。
So what's the girl's custom uniform going to
それより
be?
なんで原宿集合なんですか。
I mean, we probably won't have anything for that, but think you're the one with Sukuna, so red.
Yeah.
ちょっとあんた。私は？
Oh,
she's strong.
はっきり言えよ。
俺たち今からあれに話しかけるの？ちょっと恥ずかしい。おめえもだよ。
Where did you get all that?
そんじゃ改めて。
I love her.
Yeah.
釘崎野原。
Nobara.
喜べ男子。こう言って。
Be happy, boys.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right, OP time.
All right. So she's basically.
Well, the thing is that Yuji is really strong too.
Oh no, totally.
So she's probably just
yeah.
around that level of strength.
Oh right, yeah.
Too.
And if she's going to be going to Jujutsu High, then yeah, of course, right?
They're like, ma'am, you're not dainty enough. We need someone to fit the moe. I know, what is with the panda, right?
But the idea that she thinks that she is like super hot, right? She's like, I mean,
she's attractive though.
Yeah. But the idea that it's the it feels very much like the girl from the small town that's that looks really good and stuff. That's like, I'm gonna go to LA and take over the world.
Oh
right?
my gosh.
You know, like
Girl of Steel, yes.
仙台から。
見るからに芋臭い。
He is a potato.
Oh my god.
しかもそのうち2人はおのぼりさんと来てる。
Yeah.
行くでしょう。東京観光。
Oh yeah, let's go! Yes!
Panda.
Uh-huh.
バカ TDL は千葉だろ。中華街にしよう先生。
Oh!
中華街だって横浜だろ。
それでは行き先を発表します。
It's gonna be something.
Yes! Wait. Oh.
Yeah.
A tour.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
地方民を持って遊びやがって。
やっぱ墓とかって出やすいの？
飲み込んだ特級呪物を必勝ありえない衛生観念
He swallowed two.
無理
なんだと？これは同感。野原、ユージ。2人で建
Evaluation.
物内の呪いを払ってきてくれ。
Yep.
あれ？でも呪いは呪いでしか払えないんだろ？君はもう半分呪いみたいなもんだから。
Oh. Magic item.
Slaughter demon. Okay. He's like sneaking around and she's just walking
Yeah, it's not a physical threat, buddy. They don't need to worry about.
無理しないの。病み上がりなんだ
Oh, that's why he didn't send him. Okay.
でも虎杖は要監視でしょ。でも今回試されてるのは野原の方だよ。
Ah.
だるさっさと終わらせてザギンでシスよ。
ちょっと待てよ。もうちょい真面目に行こうぜ。
最近までパンピーだったやつに言われたくないわよ。
Yeah.
さっさと行け。
Go.
今日ずっとお前の情緒がわかんねえんだけど。
Tsundere.
なんで俺がモテない。
How did you know?
He doesn't deny it or anything. It's
No.
okay. He's got good reflexes.
Yeah.
No. No.
Oh.
Nice and fluid.
Oh. Oh God. Oh, it still
Twitching.
operates like a
動けんね
like
俺。
like it still operates like a physical like being, you know, with a brain and stuff, you know.
異形とはいえ生き物の形をしたものを自分を殺そうとしてくるもの。
Yeah.
一切の躊躇なく取りに行く。普通の高校生活を送っていた男の子
Yeah,
が
kinda.
Yeah, as normal as it could be, you know.
Yeah.
今日は彼女のイカレっぷ
How crazy she is. Because it's just a foregone conclusion that Yuji is a bit crazy.
真ん中のマネキンだよ。それで隠れてるつもり。
Oh shit.
Wait,
来ないなら。
oh
子供を払う
god.
わよ。
Nails and a
経
hammer.
験者ですよね。今更なんじゃないですか。呪いは人の心から生まれる。人口に比例して呪いも多く強くなるでしょ。
Ah, so she hasn't faced like the stuff of the big city.
Whoa. Oh, cool.
All right.
Very Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, you know.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
それ抜いた方がいいわよ。
Go Dorohedoro on his ass with that hammer.
私の呪力が流れ込むから。
Oh. Jeez.
All right.
Oh.
Well.
決まった。
Oh my god, you're not even saying that for anybody. It's
Right,
just
right.
for yourself.
Oh no.
子供。
Oh no, a kid.
遊びで忍び込んで呪いに行った
That might not be a kid though.
Yeah. How crazy are you?
もう大丈夫。おいで。
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh crap. Yep, be careful.
You could just put the kid in the way.
レベルとい
It
って
looks
も
old.
単純な呪力の総量の話だけじゃない。
Not of intelligence too.
狡
Yeah.
猾さ。
Cunning,
知恵を
cool.
つけた獣は時に残酷な天秤を突きつけてくる。
落ち着けよ私。
Breathe. Yeah.
私が死んだらその後子供も死ぬ。子供が
Nice.
死ん
Thinking
で
that
も
things can get worse.
私は
Yeah.
死なない。
I
合理
wonder-
的に考えて私だけでも。
But no, she's gonna sacrifice herself for the kid, isn't she?
丸腰よ。
Oh, that's the
Yep.
trick. She's
Uh-huh.
not unarmed though.
She's still strong. Okay.
逃がしてくんねえじゃん。
あれ
Oh my god!
Wow.
Holy shit!
Okay. All right.
大丈夫か。逃げるぞ。
逃がすか。虎杖、その腕よこせ。
Oh,
払います。
because it's the arm of the.
All right, she's
Oh.
voodooing it. Okay.
Oh, voodoo time.
Yeah, let's take those nails.
幽霊呪法。友なれ。
All right, that's terrifying.
Yep.
いいね。
Remote abilities. All right.
私が小1の頃、東京から村に越してきた沙織ちゃん。
Oh, her friend's the one that was getting bullied.
Oh, gotcha. She looks quite a bit older than her, though.
お人形さんみたいに
It's probably just that she's like really, really,
優しかった
yeah, really, really cute, you know? Oh. Oh. Yeah, but she is a lot older. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
村の奴ら
But she was
仲間
kind to
外れ
her.
にした沙織ちゃんを
Wow.
追い出した
Holy crap. And then they just left
Yeah.
again.
あの村にいたら私は
だから言ったろ
Did-
一人は危ねえ真面目にやれって
一人は危ないなんて言われてないわよ
ってなか
Yeah.
った
何食って育てば素手で壁ぶち破れんだよ
結婚じゃなかったんだよ
鉄痕じゃなくても無理よ普通
しかしさ俺もしこたま聞かれたけどさお前なんで呪術高専来たんだ
This kid's like, what is Jujutsu High? Why did you punch through concrete at all?
嫌で東京に住みたかったから
All right.
お金のこと気にせず上京するにはこうするしかなかったの
そんな理由で命かけられんの
かけられるわ私が私であるためだもの
Okay. Yes, it was probably just as soon as she was old enough to be able to leave.
私東京に来たよ
Yeah. So she now like wants
Damn.
to see her again, you know, maybe maybe
い
find
つ
her.
か会えたら
Stardust might be
あの時言って
like
たお店
a modeling agency
連
that
れてってね
found her. Maybe that's where she works or something at this point.
まあ理由が重けりゃ偉いわけでもねえか
俺言ったからチャ
Yeah,
ラ確かになーし
なんだこい
Don't have to
did that
deal with
come
you
from?
anymore. Yeah, yeah.
私お腹減ると機嫌悪いの知ってた
Doesn't everybody? Yeah, and yeah.
今度こそ飯行こうか
Yes.
ビーフだ
Oh!
け任せなさい
It's not
They're
gonna
gonna
be
get
that
cheap
fancy.
food.
Yeah,
They're gonna get cheap
exactly.
food.
あれどったの伏黒別に出番がなくて拗ねてんの
All right. Yeah, this is the
This
the
is the
goofy
squad.
shit that
Yep.
yeah.
記録2018年7月西東京市英州少年院
Nani?
なんだあれ
Oh!
その受体を非術師
おー
目視で確認
Oh no.
あれだよ
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh my
Oh God.
研
No.
究事態のため高専1年生3名が派遣されうち1名死亡
Wait.
Well, that's a cliffhanger.
Wait. What?
What? No.
Now. It said it was 2018.
Yeah.
So maybe that was something that happened previous times. With
Yeah.
That's not something that's going to
the
happen
thing is,
with
we don't
these
know if this is
characters.
2018 or not, though, dude.
That's true. Oh right, yeah, because it would have been adapted from a manga, so the anime when the anime came out isn't actually
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, and this could be someone looking back at the present. And the fact that it's 3 first years.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Dude, I read what's her name? The girl
Nobara.
Nobara, yeah. Read her like a book. She's a country girl, like excited to come to the city. Oh, but this ED though.
It is great.
I wish
She
I could
really
have
just
seen
chews
them
up
go
the
out to
scenery.
eat though.
I know.
I was really
know.
disappointed.
Yeah, I was hoping we'd get that.
I'm like, where's our anime food? You know?
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
oh.
Like with how good everything looks in this show so far, I can only imagine what a food montage would be like.
Oh, wait.
虎杖私はパーを出す
What is this?
Rock paper scissors.
Oh,
Yeah.
寿司か銀座のいつ
oh, oh.
All right. Yay.
俺回転寿司がいい
虎杖お前本当
寿司は食事だけ回転寿司はレジャーなんだよ遊園地なの TDL だよてか釘崎ど田舎出身って言ってたけど回転寿司行ったことあんの釘崎よく聞け
Oh my god.
立派寿司はな寿司が新幹線に乗ってくるんだこの子回転寿司初めてなんだ国道沿いの駐車場がバカでかい立派寿司まで
Oh
my God.
Oh my god. I want
All right.
more of that.
All right.
I
That
want more of
was
that stuff.
That
Reminds me so much of all those like
Amazing.
old school anime where
Oh,
you
yeah.
have the little skits at the end of the episode.
Right.
Oh, that
was great.
That was wonderful.
Now I want to go and get conveyor belt sushi.
Conveyor belt sushi.
No,
though.
yeah. Just,
Ew.
no, I know, but yeah.
I mean, you can't find bullet train sushi, revolving sushi.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what they meant when they
Wait.
said revolving sushi.
That's what it means?
I'm pretty sure they're just talking about the thing that goes around and yeah.
No! Yuji, no! That is not...
But Yuji is absolutely the kind of person that would be like, no, we must specifically get the stuff with the conveyor belt. Why?
Why? Yeah.
And then he just rephrases it as, but it comes to you on a bullet train. Think about it that way. And then it's,
Oh my god.
okay, so now we know how Yuji was able to eat the fingers of Sukina so quickly.
Oh boy.
It's because he had practice eating boogers as a kid.
Yes, that's very true.
That's why. So
he
he's
has
just
no
like,
sense of taste.
Right. It's just, here's a cursed booger, you know? And there
Why
you
he
go.
wants conveyor belt sushi too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
He actually just has no sense of taste.
And I love that he's like, no. It has to have the conveyor belt. The conveyor belt is like totally important because
It's
I remember
like a bullet train.
right. It's like a bullet train. I remember being that kid, not with the boogers thing,
Now,
but with the conveyor belt. That makes it better somehow.
Right. I also remembered just now there is actually a type of sushi where they have a pneumatic tube of sorts where they like send the sushi to you, and it is kind of like a bullet train.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
It is also the cheaper sushi, just in general.
Right. Yeah, because I think I remember watching a video where it was like comparing different kinds of sushi, and there's one where it's like there's no actual people running the place.
It's automated.
It's just automated. You just press a button and then it'll be like, oh yeah, and then a machine basically just
a machine makes the sushi for you.
and gives it to you.
Now
you know?
that's for the simpler kinds of sushi. It's
Right,
not for
right.
like all of it, because they do have to have people that are somewhat there. But it is also a way that they can
feeding
keep
the machine basically.
Right. There's things that it can make it clean as far as like you're not going to be interacting with human hands. Basically.
Sure, and probably just lower higher startup business costs, lower maintenance, whatever.
But all that being said,
said,
we had our display of Kugisaki Nobara's abilities. She uses voodoo hoodoo.
Yeah.
She uses hammer and nails to deliver cursed energy into the curses themselves.
Just like some of her maybe cursed takes. Wait, what?
What?
Yeah. But the idea of the hammer and nail, I feel like, is wonderful as far
inspired
as
almost.
It's inspired.
Yeah.
As far as displaying her personality.
Right.
Because that's kind of how she is with people. Hammer and nail.
Nailed it.
Well, yeah, nailed it. The fact that she had to pun to herself.
Yep.
Like, okay, first of all, you know that a true pun master doesn't need to hear the groans
This is true.
of people around them, even though they appreciate them.
They gain personal satisfaction just that a pun was issued forth.
Exactly.
Into the ether.
Right, even if it's just within the confines of their own mind.
Uh-huh.
Yep, that's enough.
Yep.
That's enough. And so
They'll remember it.
Yes, there were a lot of things this episode that made me be like, yes, these are actual first years in high school. A lot of anime, I feel like, don't do that. But there were so many little things where it's like, yep, that's relatable. Like the
Kugisaki POV was genius comedy. Not like genius in this like so original, but it's hilarious in that they called the main character a potato. I don't know if this was
third episode.
I don't know if this is something that they're aware of how meta that is, but that is just what so many characters get just relegated to because they're a dumbass potato.
And
that's just all they are.
And hey, potatoes are amazing.
Yes.
Potatoes, you get French fries and hash browns and things.
They're a dime a dozen.
Like yes.
Or a dozen for a dime.
But
whatever way you want to say it.
But a good russet is hard to beat, you know?
But we have our strawberry blonde, Baka, just simple boy protagonist who really is just awkward, but ridiculously strong. Yes, he is the typical shonen protagonist.
Yeah, he punches through concrete.
Yeah.
It wasn't reinforced concrete.
It wasn't.
Relax. It's nothing crazy. There weren't steel I-beams in that concrete or anything.
That kid is going to go home and get put into a mental hospital because you guys didn't process with him that's not normal.
Or just
don't
the fact
tell
that
anyone about this.
He was a hostage for like a demon cursed thing.
Well. Kids have nightmares and stuff. and they can go like, yeah.
Right. So,
But
so his whole family will gaslight him and be like, that didn't happen. It was just a scary dream.
Right, exactly. But I saw high schoolers that rescued me with their super strength. That's when they're gonna be like, okay, I get the scary monster imagination.
And you need imaginary friends too.
Right, but punching through concrete that doesn't.
If you wanted us to believe you, you could have come up with something more convincing. You know.
right. Like,
it would have to be a real monster to be able to just punch through concrete. Wait, was it reinforced concrete? Oh, no?
The dad like awakes from his thing at the newspaper. He's like, well, if it wasn't reinforced concrete, that's 3 times more durable than...
African or European swallow.
So we are in our situation where we have been introduced to our kind of trio of sorts. There was another character in the OP that was sitting with them out in the picnic in the forest.
Panda. Wait, oh no.
No. There was another boy. Another boy. He seemed to be a very, very, very earnest, kind of good-natured looking boy. Kind of the bridge maybe between Fushiguro and Yuji, at least just from my look at his perspective, like his character design and stuff. But the cliffhanger.
Yes, and I think that might be tied to that character that we saw in the OP. Because if
Maybe.
they're going to a juvenile detention facility,
Maybe, yeah.
right, then that could be a way to get someone else into
Like
the group.
another first year.
Right. Now, the narrator said that,
The narrator said someone's gonna
die.
I don't think it can be. Like, I don't think it is possible for it to be one of these main 3.
Or at least
They're
okay.
This is meta. They're the main 3.
If it does, it's not going to stick.
Well, okay, if it does, like this is how it works, Jacob.
Like maybe it's Yuji and then
It's Yuji and then Sukuna basically. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So this is the part that's maybe a little bit like just going deep into the Sukuna kind of trail of things. He is like god level curse. The way they described him. We don't know what kind of powers he's going to grant Yuji because Gojo Satoru was saying, hey, I am just wanting to see how you'll do, but this is more of a test for Nobara, you know?
Right.
But
I've already seen
you
in
are
action.
already half a curse at this point.
But just in case, here's a knife.
But just in case, here's a magic item.
Right.
But if he's already half a curse, he might not need to know Jujutsu yet. Sukuna might just be already granting him some things that could be, specifically needed for those points for when he's near death, you know?
Right. And if you think about it, okay, from a writing standpoint, that's kind of genius because...
Well, it's quick.
It's quick.
Yeah.
There are reasons why in most stories the main character has the most boring power.
Yeah. Plot armor.
And boring is a bit of me kind of taking a stab on it. It doesn't have to be boring, but simple.
You
right?
can have clones. That's not boring.
Right. But it's the thing of simple and easy to understand, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that Yuji doesn't actually need to know Jujutsu yet to be going on the missions and get into the action.
Right.
That's great.
That's fantastic.
Because that means that we don't have to go through, all right, now let's do some world building exposition dumps
of all the,
so
the
that
power
way,
system.
Right.
Yeah.
So that way we can actually get you to the point where you can go on the journey and have the story actually continue, right? Because we need conflict.
Right.
No, you don't need to. You ate the fingers and the things, and other people understand stuff
Exactly.
better than you, but you are our audience point POV character, and you can just go into things without really thinking. And
We just skipped like 5 episodes of Bleach. We should just have the number of Bleach episodes skipped by
like-
the fast pacing of Jujutsu
we get like a
Kaisen.
whiteboard behind us.
Just,
Oh man.
you know, the sound of the very like hard. Yeah. And it's just a tally mark of just
No,
the
tally
equivalent-
mark. It's too slow.
Too slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
On this day, we skipped another. You know.
But I gotta say, I really appreciate the stuff that they did with Nobara as far as her introduction because there's the quirky aspects of her personality that are important in order to be able to have that differentiatable colored hat that she wears. So that way we can be like, yes, Sasuga Nobara-chan, right?
Yep, exactly.
But, and this is a big but, her introduction was very comical.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good, you know, like get us to be sort of like,
it's aggressive.
Right, it's aggressive.
Yep.
But then we also got the heartfelt stuff in the same episode.
True.
And I gotta say, I really appreciate that because comedy and seriousness can be hard to do hand in hand. Anime is one of the mediums that I feel like does that better than others, right? Just because of how wacky
you
it can be.
control the visual representation of the characters to the point
Exactly.
where they can do things that aren't possible
Yep.
for human beings.
And the fact that we gave her a something that on the surface could be dubbed a tragic backstory, right? But we made it something that is so much more relatable than any kind of, oh, my mother was eaten by monsters or things like that, right? It's a no, I'm from a small, countryside town, village, right?
I had a serendipitous
Yep.
encounter with an older kid that ended up becoming my friend, and they were just really nice to me when I was really little.
Yep.
And that's informed a lot of my beliefs and ideals and worldviews, and now here I am.
And then I saw how everyone else in the village, adults included, were really shitty, right?
Yeah.
That's I love it because when you're really young, right? If a big kid is like actually hanging out with you, it's like, oh,
It's the coolest
That's
thing.
the coolest thing ever.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome, right?
Yeah.
But then also, since this is a shonen, right, and this is all about a bunch of first years in high school, 15-year-olds and things like that, one of the things that starts to happen around 15 is you realize, you know what? I don't know if I'm okay with the way that these old, grumpy people run things, right? Because there are some decisions that they make that aren't my decisions. I don't necessarily agree with those, right?
Yep.
And you have to figure out what you decide on your own.
Very much so. Yeah.
Challenging the established order and your place in society and stuff is part of that coming of age story. And the fact that we get that as the big emotional sort of like punch that she got when she was young.
Yeah, I can't stay in that place.
Right,
I'm
I
not
can't
gonna
stay in
get
that
swept
place,
up
right?
in that. I have to be true to myself.
Yep, and she held on to that so strongly that as soon as she was able to leave, she did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
she used in some ways the whole Jujutsu High thing as there it is.
Yep.
I don't have to have money because they're gonna
Right.
do all this for me.
Yep, and
Wonderful.
the whole the comical bit of, oh, I just didn't want to live in the countryside, right? And it's like, wait, you'd risk your life for that? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I would.
Yes.
Because it was awful.
Yeah, one of the things that I really like about this is she's set up then to want to become, in a weird way, Saori without actually becoming her.
Sure.
Because she comes here and she's like, ooh, like, yes, this is so wonderful. And now I'm in the city and look at me. I wish I wish you were here.
Right.
Maybe I'll find you or something like that. I get the vibe that she really wants to, in some ways, model a little bit of her, pun intended, life a bit after this girl who just came in and was really kind there. But you can still see that in some ways she maybe has a bit of a chip on her shoulder.
Sure.
Because, well, she's not resolved the emotional frustration she has with all those people over there that were awful. So she's a bit defensive.
Well, defensive and I would say emotionally stunted because maybe when she sees the way that people that Kaori or Saori was treated over there, then suddenly if from a young age you don't trust the adults basically, then it's going to, or just the society you're in, it's going to be a lot harder to develop because you're going to be like, I don't want to learn these things that they're trying to tell me because I know that some of the things they do I find absolutely appalling, right?
Right. Yeah.
So,
yeah,
there you go.
And she's a Genki fun girl for all these specific things with regards to the city life and stuff, and I am here for it.
Oh yeah,
I absolutely am here for it.
Her and Yuji freaking out about the idea of like having food or just being in Tokyo.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was wonderful. Yeah. And then we get to the fighting, and the fighting brings up something that I'm glad they just did here, is that you guys could end up being so strong that the fights aren't about whether or not you can beat these cursed beings or what have you, these spirits or demon things.
Yep.
It's about whether you can stomach the choices you'll be forced to make in the midst of dealing with them.
Right.
Because when they stare you down, they probably, if they're intelligent enough, know, I have about 5 minutes to live at most.
Yeah.
My life's about to be over. And that's the other thing. These things have biology. Can I just bring up something that I feel is a bit crazy?
Okay.
The fact that our boy Yuji can punch them.
Oh.
Have you ever thought about that?
Well,
the one thing that they set up from the very first episode with Fushiguro was that he was like, he must be one of those people that has the blah, 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 blah. And that's why he's so strong.
sure.
I can go back and look up what that was, but we'll probably get brought up eventually later. And that's why he can do this. But we have Nobara, who's also ridiculously strong. Not necessarily at
On
his
the level
level
of
at
punching
all.
through concrete. Yeah.
Right. But she grabbed the guy.
Right.
Didn't even break her stance at all.
Nope. Yeah, like she was standing straight up the entire time. Like throughout everything in the episode up till she started fighting.
Like I'm not trying to lewd her here. I'll bet if she like exposed her midriff shoulders and everything like that, she would be yoked.
Right.
Like,
She is not dainty. Right.
Exactly.
There was a reason that the modeling guy was like,
you're not 5'1" and 80 pounds, or 50 pounds.
oh God.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's the thing of like, because probably as a result of maybe her being in the countryside, she probably, had to do some heavy lifting at points just for, like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so yeah, she's just like, nope, grab the person, you're not leaving just yet. Cool.
So I really feel like we can infer that these things, if they get intelligent enough, not only will be able to talk, but they'll be able to form communities.
You really want a Pascal's Village thing of just like, them waving white flags and being like, don't kill us, please,
Yeah, we found a way to have family, to have life. The choice here was really simple. It's how do I save the child?
Right.
And save myself here.
And one of the ways potentially would be by reasoning with the creature.
Yes.
With the exception, of course, that then this is in a place where they've already taken on the corrupted, tainted form or,
exactly.
whatever path.
Yeah. What I get the vibe here is that this being was just intelligent enough to know that you can't do anything now, can you?
Yep.
But not intelligent enough to have a conversation about anything.
Right.
Maybe nod and shake its head. Maybe.
Right. Yeah, because I don't think it ever did it.
No, it just giggled at her and kind of narrowed its eyes of
but it didn't really like
I've got you.
Yeah.
No, it never spoke. It had more of this like
yeah.
And it felt
the sounds
really,
were
like I really like the sound design for these things. They're really creepy.
Because if you're gonna have a story where our main characters are basically dealing with monsters and things like that, that is something that has been done
to death.
Yeah. To death. So over and over again.
So do some good execution on some specific aspect
exactly.
of them.
You really need to sell us on these monsters in order for the conflict to really feel real. Now, a hostage situation with a little kid is another great way to do it. One of the things that if Yuji hadn't busted through the wall, though, I'm curious if this would have been brought up. Hostage situations, because I've thought about these things as like a writer with like writing villains and stuff. Having one hostage doesn't give you a lot of options.
True.
Because if you kill them, you don't have a hostage anymore.
Right.
So it's I'm going to make you, since you want to save this person, I'm going to threaten killing them, and that'll make you do stuff. But then you need to make sure that you do stuff while you keep that hostage, like leaving or
get a new hostage.
Or get a new hostage or killing them or something like that. Because, like, given the fact that her weapons were, like, at her feet, if it actually had, like, killed the kid, unless it was like really fast and then attacked her, she could have just been like, okay, now you're dead. Like,
right. But then the kid probably would have died.
But then the kid would have been dead. Right.
So the whole thing of, okay, we've now seen what they can do. We've seen a little bit more of what these cursed beings can do as well. There's some interesting stuff they're setting up here. And then the final little bit is basically Gojo talking with Fushiguro and them having a little bit of a conversation about why curses in this kind of thing form at all, and that they come from the minds of people, and thus in areas where there's a large population density and such, they can get a lot stronger because they're probably feeding off of more people's fears, paranoias, and such like that. But what I think is kind of interesting here is that in the backstory combination with Nobara, they might have combo set up by introducing this world building thing that those people cursed her out of the village.
Yeah, well,
so
and there was a...
Oh, I just wanted to finish up that there might not be any real, like, kind of sorcery mechanic or what have you attached to it, where their words did something to her. but it still worked. Like
Right.
that is how this kind
Yeah.
of discrimination and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
The other thing that I wanted to bring up, because I wasn't fully sure about this, and
Was
given
the mannequin.
no, not the mannequin. It was the fact that Satoru was talking about, is she crazy enough, right?
Oh,
and
sure.
and I totally get that from the standpoint of they're going to be doing a lot of getting
Scary
into a lot of
things.
crazy situations, scary things, and things like that.
Yeah.
So you know how do you tick, right? How do you act under pressure?
Exactly.
But with her backstory, there was the bullying and all that stuff, but then there was also that focusing on the bridge, the abandoned bridge and stuff.
You're right.
And I'm
Yeah,
not
they
sure,
focused on it a lot.
and I'm not sure if that was something as a, this is the thing that brought the negativity that made it so the words maybe had some supernatural effect that made it so that they definitely did leave, or this was a thing that I was wondering for a while. Is it that Saori killed herself?
and she didn't actually leave.
That maybe
her family
her
left.
family left. Saori killed herself,
Oh.
and because
And the way
Nobara
she's
was
talking with her is more of
is-
just the you're dead, but
right,
I'm
but there's also the part of her
wishing you were here,
that
yeah.
it's the I want to meet you, but she was so young at the time that I wouldn't be surprised if her parents just said she left. Because
Wait.
because they're not going to tell a kid that their
True.
friend killed themselves,
True.
right?
Oh, and then
So-
Jacob, you know what would be even crazier?
Mm-hmm.
What if then, because of the way that people cursed her, she will see her again
Well,
as a cursed
Sure.
being?
Or maybe she already did, and that's how she discovered her powers, is that then that bridge became basically a source of stuff that she ended up taking out, and
Oh
that's
my
how
God.
her powers awakened and stuff, and then that's why she's here.
Wow.
And if that's
I
the
love
case,
it.
I don't know how much they're
It might
wanting to
not
do.
happen at all,
It
though.
might not happen at all, because she did, she is saying, like, I want to meet you now that I'm in Tokyo. I would love to meet you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Depending on how they want to go with that, it could go into some really dark places, because if her friend did kill herself,
Mm-hmm.
what happens when she finds out? What happens when she realizes?
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if you were thinking about the mannequin, is that the mannequin in the backstory little flash there was of a girl with long black hair.
Oh,
And
there's
it was, yeah, it was very quick. It was very just, oop, there it is. Just, really simple little bit there. Let me find the actual spot. Let's see if it's right around. Yeah, and I thought it was also then potentially something. Here we go. So she kind of
right. She puts the nails into the mannequin, and then
she
goes to her
flashes a little
flashback.
bit, and then Satoru, or Gojo Satoru, is kind of giving this little
Exposition about the nature of, like, cursed spirits and all that stuff.
right. But if that is something where maybe she saw the dead body of Saori.
Is there a reason that she started flashing back when she saw the mannequins?
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
and it's that maybe she did see, but she rationalized it as a
Who knows?
mannequin, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, is this the spot?
Oh, right. No, yeah, there was a broken mannequin that looked like her friend.
Exactly, yeah.
So what I'm guessing is that maybe that was the supernatural thing that came about as a result of what happened.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh boy. Also, something that I just want to point out, the fact that she uses voodoo is, one, metal as fuck, right?
Yes.
But also, maybe telling about how deep the hatred towards the people of her village goes as a result of what happened.
Yeah.
Right? She wants to be able to inflict major pain on those people.
On
She
people like
wishes that they could be at her mercy, basically.
Oh,
Because
maybe.
that's
That's a bit dark, yeah.
right, but that's like the truly terrifying thing about voodoo, right? And if you have it in a story or something like that, right? Is not the fact
There's
that
no
you can,
defense against
there's
it.
no defense against it, right? Like
Yeah.
you're screwed,
Yeah,
right?
if they have something that attaches you to their doll,
you're done.
They can do whatever they
you're
want
done.
to you.
Like there is
until you get to them, basically.
Right, exactly. But
Yeah.
but there's no way that you can really directly stop them
Yeah.
from or that thing from taking effect.
Oh shit. And if she is grown up since then and that whole thing happened,
And,
she
like,
might
was
have had
internalized and-
right, it's internalized. She might have had times where she was like, you know, like about to fall asleep or something, and she's like Arya whispering their names.
Sure.
And she's like you know,
Oh, yeah.
wishing they were
Oh,
dead,
yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yep.
okay, I think we're way into speculative territory. There's some
But-
very cool stuff that might be hinting at that for sure.
But I love this introduction for her character.
Yeah. Y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, you can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all of this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us and the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb,
I'm Jacob.
and we'll see you all
Next time.